Welcome back to our channel. Over the past several weeks, we've done a series of videos on how to value businesses. That series, titled How Much Is My Business Worth?, is, I think, 6 videos long, and it describes the efforts and the methods we use when we value any of the businesses we represent. So we also did a couple of videos following that series on trying to identify, or how to identify, the type of buyer that would be interested in your business. So with all of that, you may be at the point right now that you are ready to bring your business to market. You've made an attempt to get it valued, you've decided what kind of a price to put on it, and you want to bring it to market. Well, I've got bad news for you. Roughly 80% of all the businesses that are brought to market fail to sell. 80%. In this video, I'm going to tell you why they fail to sell and what you can do to make sure that your business doesn't end up in that same category. This goes back a few years to an annual conference that I was attending for the International Business Brokers Association in Orlando, Florida. And I was part of a group of 6 or 8 or 9 other business brokers, and we were in a roundtable format, and our discussion was specific to this particular phenomenon. Now, there was a lot of experience in that roundtable. Most of the brokers had at least 6, 7, 8 years of experience, and some of us had more than 15. So we decided that we would each make a list of the reasons that we have experienced that businesses fail to sell. So collectively, we created a list of maybe 20, 25 reasons. Each one of us had 6 or 7 of them. But what surprised us, or at least some of us, was that the same 3 reasons appeared at the top of every list that was part of that roundtable discussion. All 8 or 10 of us had the same 3 reasons at the very top. And those are the main reasons that businesses don't sell. What were they? Number 1, an exaggerated opinion of price expectation, which is nothing more than a fancy way of saying that the seller wanted too damn much money for their business. Number 2, poor representation, hiring the wrong talent or no talent at all to try and help selling. And number 3, crummy financials, bad books. So these are the 3 main reasons that businesses don't sell. But let's dive a little bit deeper into each of them. First, price expectation. A seller wants more money than the business is worth. That's the big one. We see this all the time. So first, understand that if you don't know what your business is worth, you can put any price on it, any number at all, and it doesn't matter. It is unlikely to relate even remotely to the business's value. If you put a low-ball price on it, you might be leaving money on the table. Or you could price it too high, and it will never sell. Now, the second reason businesses don't sell, of course, is poor representation. For some reason, business owners choose to list their business or market their business in some of the really oddest ways. One is they often talk to their attorney or their accountant just to say that, I'd like to sell my business. If you know anybody who would like to buy it, I'd appreciate you making the connection. Now, if you think about that for a second, an accountant or an attorney might have a client list of 20, 30 people. It is unlikely that any of them are going to be interested in buying your business. But even if there was 1 or 2, the exposure is minuscule. If you use a business broker or an M&A specialist, we're able to put your business confidentially in front of thousands of potential buyers. That's the only way to get the best possible price. So some sellers go even further, and they deal with real estate agents. Now, a real estate agent, many of them are talented and professional in their chosen field, selling houses. They don't know anything more about selling a business than they know about dentistry. hiring a real estate agent to sell your business is similar to hiring a dentist to change the brakes in your daughter's car. It's unlikely to be successful, and it is most likely to be painful and expensive. Even worse, on the representation front, is when sellers try to sell it themselves. Now, anybody who has any real estate experience understands what a FSBO is, for sale by owner. We have seen a number of businesses for sale by owner that languish on the market for years. Now remember, there's only one reason that something doesn't sell, and that is price, whether it's a pound of potatoes, a boat, or a house, or a business. But if you have somebody who has no idea what their business is worth, or they list the business themselves, or they list it with somebody who doesn't know how to value businesses like a real estate agent, you're unlikely to be successful. That's the second most popular or most oft-quoted reason, oft-cited reason that businesses don't sell. And finally, crummy books. If your books aren't clear, comprehensive, easy to understand, you're going to scare buyers away, even if you're priced right, and even if you have a good broker. If your books are too challenging to make sense of, the buyer is going to walk away. Remember, there are dozens, maybe hundreds of businesses in your region that are for sale. Your business is competing against those businesses for the buyers. So if you can't make it easy for the buyer to understand how your business operates and you can present them with clear financials, clear contracts, clear and comprehensible organization documents, you're risking that buyer just folding up the tent and going away. Remember, we have to make it easy for the buyer to buy. That is our objective, making it easier for the buyer to buy. So those are the three main reasons that businesses don't sell. Price expectation is too high. You've got to price the business that it reflects value. In order for it to reflect value, you have to know what the value is. You can price based on value. The value, though, is not the price, which you learned in a previous video. Second, legitimate representation. For a seller to try to sell their business themselves, they're risking their business's value. They have to focus, particularly when their business is for sale, they have to focus on maintaining the trajectory of the business. Make sure it can support its stated value and maybe show a trajectory that the value is increasing over time. That requires concentration. Also, few business sellers, none that we've ever encountered in 25 years of doing this, had any idea how to value their business and how to market their business. Stick to your knitting, stick to what you know, and find somebody who understands the concept of business valuation and marketing and negotiating and getting things sold. That is specifically professional business brokers and M&A advisors. That's where your search starts. And finally, books. Your profit and loss statement has got to bear a very close resemblance to your tax returns. Your balance sheet has got to account for all asset acquisitions or asset dumps. Documents have to match. Invoices have to match. Bank accounts have to match. Contracts have to be clear, current, and comprehensive. Are your vendors supposed to supply you with X, Y, and Z? If so, is there a contract that maintains that timeline and that price so that a buyer can count on the fact that the business will continue to be able to function the way it has been? Your documents need to be in order. So those are the three items, the three main reasons that businesses don't sell. If you follow the proper attitude, you follow the proper course, you find out what the business is worth and you price it accordingly. You make sure that you're represented by a knowledgeable broker. And finally, your books are organized. Your business will sell. And you will probably be surprised at how painless the operation, the whole process can be if you put the right pieces in place in the beginning. So I'll put in the description below, I'll put links to all of the resources mentioned in this video, as well as resources on our website and our online support platform, the Brokers Roundtable. And if you like this video, hit the like button if you felt that it provided some reasonable information. And in the next couple of videos, we're going to be doing on real estate agents, how real estate impacts business sales, how to handle real estate in a business sale. So if you're interested in that kind of a topic, don't forget to subscribe. We're posting every week, and you'll be sure to get the subsequent videos. So put some comments in the comment box below. I'll respond to each one of them. Let me know what you think of this video in particular, but also what you're thinking about business brokerage. If you're thinking of selling your business or buying a business, let me know. I'll respond to them all. In the meantime, I hope you stay well. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.